Cooking beans from scratch is easier than you think. Follow along and we'll give you some tips. When it comes to cooking beans, people get a little bit nervous because it does take some preparation ahead of time most of the time, not always. But beans are one of the best foods to stock in your pantry. They're very cost effective, and there are actually a variety of flavors of beans and different types of beans available now. I have some examples of ones that I keep in my pantry, but I also have some here from previous years that I've grown myself, including these beautiful calypso beans. And I usually keep a basic black bean in the pantry. My family really enjoys these. These are some cannelli beans. I love using these, for example, in soups, but you can also use this as a hummus alternative. So if you don't have garbanzo beans, white beans are lovely for that. And then I have some black-eyed peas. And I'm still learning how to use them. I use them in more of a traditional form with some collard greens at times. Even 3 beans, maybe some lentils as well, is a great way to expand your pantry and to expand your ability to get in more fiber, to get in some more protein, and do it in a really budget-friendly way. But as I said, most of the time you want to have a little planning involved in all of this. So if I know I'm going to use, for example, some black beans tomorrow, or even the next day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour them into a bowl. I'm going to put some water in here and I'm going to soak them at least 8 hours, but probably overnight. Just a little bit of planning will go a long way with these. I have also soaked them for about 24 hours before I use them. I don't know if that's really advisable, but you can do it, okay? The other thing that I want people to know about with beans, you can soak them if you don't have 8 hours or overnight to soak them. You can soak them in the morning, or if you know you're going to use it the next day and you just want to be careful, maybe you soak them in the refrigerator and they can last a little bit longer, but they'll also be softer and ready to use when you're ready. One of the things that you want to do before you put them in there can be, when you're preparing beans, believe it or not, there can be some stones in there. People actually go through and they can find stones sometimes, or there may be some broken pieces. I'm not seeing any right now, but that is something you want to be careful of. So you may want to kind of quickly go through those before you actually cook them. Now, after you have soaked your beans for at least 6-8 hours, you're going to want to pour the water off. You're not going to cook them in this water. Now that you have your beans soaked, you're going to put them into your pot, and then you're going to add some more, in this case, fresh water. So one more thing that you can do to help the digestibility of beans, and many people don't use beans because they feel like it makes them really gassy. Now, beans are a really high fiber food, and so if you're having a lot of beans one day and then not having much fiber the next day, yes, you're going to start feeling more bloated and uncomfortable. I usually advocate for people to have a regular amount of fiber most days, and that will help your gut get used to that. Something else you can do though with beans is you can use some kombu, which is a seaweed. It comes in a pack like this. We will add a link to this recipe if you want to buy this type of kombu. And I usually take about this size of a piece. Sometimes you tear it, sometimes you have to cut it. And I put this into the beans. I also use kombu if I'm making a stock, something like that. And this helps to further break down and make the beans more digestible. Most of the time I'm able, after soaking my beans, to cook them in about 30 to 40 minutes, but we will have a chart for you, so comment beans below and we will send you that chart on cooking instructions for different types of beans.